Welcome to the Happy Hormones Coach podcast, your go-to source for all things women's health. I'm here to guide you through the ups and downs of hormonal changes, helping you understand how these shifts impact every aspect of your life. So whether you're in the perimenopause phase or really any other phase of life, looking to improve your overall well-being, or just seeking practical tips on stress management, nutrition, and fitness, then this podcast is for you. Join me as we explore holistic and functional approaches to health, share expert insights from guests, and empower you to feel your best at every stage of life. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to remind you that the information shared in this podcast is for educational purposes only and is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any medical condition. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making any changes to your health regimen. Hey friends, welcome back to the Happy Hormones Coach podcast. Today, we're tackling one of the most frustrating experiences I hear from women all the time. And maybe you've said this to yourself recently. I'm eating healthy, I'm working out, I'm doing everything right, but the scale keeps creeping up. I hear you. I've been there, and it can feel so confusing and defeating. But I need you to hear this, okay? It's not that you're doing something wrong. It's that your body has changed and the rules have changed too. So this episode is not about calorie math or diet fads. We're going to talk about what's really going on in your body in perimenopause that makes weight loss harder and why pushing harder often backfires. And by the end of this episode, I'll give you one simple, doable action step, like always, that you can try this week to start shifting things in the right direction. Again, it's all about progress, so small progress adds up. We want to make lifestyle changes. But let's talk about the frustration and reality check. So you're definitely not alone. Some of my clients come to me eating cleaner than ever, moving daily, doing all the right things, yet their clothes still feel tight, their energy is tanked, and the scale just won't budge. And that's when we have to shift the mindset from what's wrong with me to what's going on inside my body. It's just about being curious. And here's the truth. Your body isn't fighting you, it's protecting you. Hormones are shifting, metabolism is adapting, and stress on your system changes how your body stores and uses energy. Once we stop blaming ourselves and start working with those changes, things start moving again. So here's what's happening behind the scene. When we're talking about perimenopause specifically, and hormones and fat storage, right? So your progesterone drops. This starts happening in your late 30s or early 40s, just as a general thing. Of course, it can change. Everybody's body is different, but that's generally what happens. So progesterone is calming. It's a diuretic and helps balance estrogen. When it drops, you can see more water retention, mood changes, and there we go, belly fat. And there's also the estrogen fluctuations. Some months it's high, other months it's low. This roller coaster impacts where fat is stored, for sure. More often, it starts collecting around the midsection or belly, inside of your hips and thighs. And then there's also the insulin resistance risk. It increases. So even if your diet has not changed, your body becomes less sensitive to insulin. And this means more of what you eat can be stored as fat, especially if you're stressed or not doing strength training. Strength training is super important during perimenopause and in menopause. And also there's the sleep piece, so sleep disruption. Lower progesterone and fluctuating estrogen mess with melatonin and, I've talked about this before, cortisol. So poor sleep raises the hunger hormones like ghrelin, and lowers fullness hormones like leptin. So you feel hungrier and less satisfied. So that's kind of like the back piece. And so why eating less and moving more actually backfires? Well, the old school advice of just cut calories and exercise more sounds super simple. And I know we've all been there. We've heard that before. But in perimenopause, it often backfires. So too fewer calories equals slower metabolism. Your body thinks food is scarce, so it conserves energy and burns fewer calories. And overtraining raises cortisol. High intensity cardio every single day keeps your body in fight or flight, which can increase belly storage fat or belly fat storage. And cutting carbs too low. You might see quick results at first. Again, this is always at first, but your energy tanks, cravings skyrocket, and your thyroid can take a hit, slowing metabolism further. So what worked at 25 doesn't always work at 45, and that's not a flaw, it's just biology. And so what's maybe a more smarter hormone-friendly weight loss approach? Here's how I coach my clients to work with their bodies now. You want to build and preserve muscle. So you definitely want to do the strength training piece because as we get older, we really need to keep up our bone density and muscle mass. So even if you're not, in this phase in your 30s or 40s, you'd still want to keep it up even in your 20s, right? Whatever age that you're at, and especially even 40s and beyond. Because we want to, when we're losing weight, we don't want to lose muscle mass, right? We want to keep that up. We want to lose the fat mass, not the muscle. So strength training a couple times a week is a non-negotiable. It just is. We really do need that. And again, I'm not talking marathons or anything at the gym, just some kind of pressure, some kind of strength training to build that muscle will help. Muscle is metabolically active, so it does burn more calories even at rest. So it's super important to do that. Strength training really is important. I know a lot of people seem to not like it and it's a task, but you can find different strength training exercises that can be fun, that are even 10 minutes. Each day, or not each day, but 2 to 3 times a week, and just build up from there. That's doable too. And so the other one is prioritizing protein at every meal. So we do want to aim for just the general recommendation of 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal. It helps preserve lean muscle and it keeps you full. Protein, hydration, and strength training is super important and what we need, especially during perimenopause, any kind of weight loss, and menopause. All right, so balanced blood sugar. Pair protein, healthy fats, and fiber, aka balanced meal. Avoid the blood sugar roller coaster that drives cravings and the fat storage, specifically in the hips, the thighs, and the belly. And I talk about this next one a lot too. We really want to love on our liver and support detox pathways. So our liver metabolizes hormones, and so you really want to help it out by eating the cruciferous veggies, drinking water, and keeping your bowels regular with that fiber. So you also want to match your workouts to your energy and your cycle. So on high energy days, lift heavier or go for longer walks. On low energy days, maybe choose some light stretching, somatic exercises, or light strength work. Doesn't have to be crazy, but just work with your body. And I know you've heard me say this before. I keep on repeating it. Work with your body, not against it. Work with the energy that you have and just do a little something. And so here's a weekly action that I would like you to take this week and just try it. See how it feels. Swap one 30-minute cardio session for 30 minutes of strength training. So here's just a simple circuit you can do anywhere, okay? You can use your body weights, right? Your body weight. So you can do this circuit, and I like to do a circuit right before I start work in the morning. And then I like to use my treadmill or walking pad in the middle of the day, but then I like to do a strength training after. So I kind of break it up. But I do have a simple circuit that I like to do before work, and that's 10 squats, 10 bent over rows, 10 push-ups, 10 glute bridges. And you can repeat for 3 to 4 rounds if you wanted to, or whatever is doable for you. Just getting something in will help. And this isn't about doing less. So I want to make that clear. It's just about doing what works better for your body right now. And again, working with the energy of your body. So if you've been feeling stuck and frustrated, remember, your body is not betraying you. It's asking you to pay attention and work with it just a little bit differently. Weight gain in perimenopause is not inevitable, but it does require a different strategy. And it's one that doesn't involve punishing or restricting your body. It involves supporting it, loving it. And if you want more of any of these tips, follow this podcast. I'm also in my group, the Faith, Health, Fitness community hosted in Mighty Networks, social media, Instagram, and LinkedIn these days. So, all right, yeah, I will be here twice a week, speaking to you like this through a podcast, Mondays and Wednesdays or Fridays. I might switch it. Who knows? I might switch it up on you all. But yeah, so that's where I'll be. And go grab those weights. Your future self will thank you. Take care. Thank you for tuning in to the Happy Hormones Coach podcast. I hope you found today's episode insightful and empowering. Remember, taking charge of your health is a journey, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. If you enjoyed this episode or any of the other episodes, please be sure to share, subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It does help me to reach more women like you who are striving for optimal health and happiness. And don't forget to follow me on social media for daily tips and inspiration. Until next time, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep thriving.